Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This is Howard on second down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trying the right side with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers
My kick was better, bro. I had 53. That nigga had 60.
Like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Prescott from the gun on third. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Does the big boy have the juice? Touchdown, Eagles. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
On the RPO.
Bruh, how do you pass? What is this, bruh?
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
Nick, you making yourself
I just
like...
tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
What?
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Dumbass, nigga.
You can't even fucking do our shit. Do this, don't touch, don't move, don't look at it.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Marr able to put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing, Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he rifles one incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. Third down here. Well, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll come out in the pistol. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Second and 3. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 12 that time.
Yeah.
And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because
they can hide it.
And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll run with Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Prescott to throw it. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Prescott to throw on 4th. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Go, get out there, Here we go, 46. Up. 54. Mike, 54. 26.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Prescott.
Oh my God!
Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 51. Sweat, hey. 26. Mike 51. Here we go, 47. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, going to 54. Why? 26.
Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. There we go, kill. Mike 54. We're going to 53. Hey, they're scared. Alert 3. Go.
Fourth down, Prescott. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Switch it.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go with Howard again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
I had the ball for 17 minutes? What the fuck? I said I had the ball for 17 minutes. Six minutes. You wanna keep going? You wanna keep going? Or you doing something else? Alright, come on down. Miles Rule run this bitch out. Oh shit.
I will let you get on from your charger. I'm your charger for this one.
EA EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. 95-56.
Breeze now on first down. And Cook has it left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's how we do, D.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Opposite. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. I'm here all day.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to take a shot, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 31 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on. You better break. Hey. Mike, check. 59. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, box truck.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 64 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5. The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You can't block me.
Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back 25. Get the ball.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Forced out to his left. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He's going to air one out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ready.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Defense, let's go. Mike spot 9. Hey, orbit.
So after the INT, it's Brees. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Hey, Wood.
Throwing now is Brees. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jack Crawford gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Brees. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. Here's Hardy set to return. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, 85 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it's going to be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 0-2, 0-2. Bravo. Mike, 45. Ready, take.
From the 24, Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. 6-6, bullet 5. Check 49. Kill. 45.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. Now Breeze lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
21. Hey, exit.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 28 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check 52. Check. Hey, seam 6.
Now Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, Stu. Here we go. Championship, baby. 36. 36.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, Maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Tuesday.
They go play action now. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when
Hey,
you can
bro,
sit back
what is your problem?
and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now it's Ryan. Going for the deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
What are you talking
He'll
about,
take
Brian?
it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
A 10-yard loss on the sack. It's 3rd down. 3rd and
Yellow lady. Hey, keep it. He's opposite.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And it's knocked away